Hello, YouTube. Where are we going?
Lowe's.
We're going to Lowe's. We're going to go take a look at paint, which I find exciting.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So Heidi's driving over the curb with a car.
My car's smaller.
It's not hers. So we're gonna head up to Lowe's to take a look at paint, and the reason I'm not excited is because I'm colorblind, so it doesn't make a difference what we put it or pick or anything else to me. Sorry guys, our driveway's rough. Winter's been hard on it. So we're just kind of getting an idea about remodeling stuff for the inside of the RV. You know, it's all from 1992, and the colors aren't appealing, I guess. I don't know.
Pink and blue.
Pink and blue. I don't know. I can't tell. So the other thing I want to do is I'm going to wander over to the wood section so I can get an idea of size of wood, not only for the RV, but for our son's van, because at some point I got to do some building on his van too, and I'm going to try to find some decent wood that's not that big. You know, a lot of people just use 2x4, but if I can cut that basically in half, you know, it's going to save weight. And the same with our RV. I think we could probably get away with something a little bit smaller than that, if we build anything inside there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. The weather is going to get nice next week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any work on the RV. Maybe. But yeah, we've got basically today, I think the highs in the 30s, and then tomorrow the highs are in the 40s, and the next day the highs are in the 40s, and then 50s and 50s, and I think we get back to 40s, and then we go back to a little bit colder than normal. So average temperatures this time of year are definitely in the 50s, so we're below average. But since it's been so cold for a while, we think that it's warm even for this time of year. So we're going to head up to, like I said, our local Lowe's, which unfortunately is all the way on the other side of Alliance, which if you guys from this area, or if you ever come through this area, driving through Alliance, for how small the city is a pain in the butt, because there are no turn lanes for more than half of the city. So anybody making a left-hand turn to any store whatsoever holds up traffic. And not only that, but a lot of the traffic lights don't have left turn lights. So if you get behind somebody at a light that's making a left-hand turn, you know, you may be there a while. And then if you stay in the right lane, you got the buses to deal with, and you have the slow cars, and lots of potholes, especially this time of year.
You're a complainer.
Yeah, I'm a complainer.
Complain.
Yeah, I hate driving through this city. I hate it.
I do it every day.
Yeah, that's why she don't care. I used to drive through it every day, but not anymore.
You just get used to it.
No, I refuse to get used to it. All right, so we'll pick it up. I don't know how much video I can do in Lowe's. Maybe we'll try that. We'll see. Oh my, look at all the colors. I wonder if we can use that Rust-Oleum stuff again. Remember? Same stuff that we used on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, you pick colors and I'll decide. Yeah, that one's way too white.
It's a Swiss coffee.
Oh, I don't know what color it is. Yeah, that one looks drastically different than that first one. Holy cow, look how different that one is. Keep on going. Look at them all. Oh yeah, that's so different.
You can tell that a little bit.
Yeah, one's darker than the other.
Right.
I love looking at colors. Somebody's locked in a locker over there. Let them out. So what do you want to do? Gray cabinets and white walls. All right. What's the number?
It's up here.
4022.
Yeah.
What's this? That can't be right. Unless it's down at the bottom. That ain't right. Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Olive gray, yeah.
Okay, and what's that other number?
And that's 50071C. Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. Right here.
Oh, okay. All right, so Heidi says we need to go look at flooring now. I suggested it though, so we'll go back here.
Back to the spray paint for the door handles and stuff.
Ooh, look at this.
We can't add weight.
Yeah, I'd rather not either. Hey, we can do these.
That's too much weight.
So, are we changing the floor? Or are we just keeping what we got, or?
The carpet is pink.
No, I'm saying, what's underneath? Are we keeping what's underneath?
Oh, I don't know what's underneath.
Just vinyl. Ugh. I just imagine doing it all.
Yeah.
It looks good. All that looks good. It's just I imagine doing it all.
Doesn't look fun, does it?
No, I don't. We'll have to see what the vinyl looks like underneath.
Right.
All right. This piece, this length would probably do it here. I could cut it to any length you wanted. It's got a little backsplash on it already.
Mm-hmm.
That'd probably be the easiest. How much are these?
Oh,
They're free.
wow.
There's no price.
Oh,
Oh, $100. That ain't a big deal. So now let's go look at do we want to get, everybody says stay with RV stuff and get an RV sink.
oh, why? There's nothing.
I don't know. They just say stick with RV stuff in case like the next person that buys it needs an O-ring for a faucet.
You really think we care about that?
I'm just telling you. I don't like that the wood, well, I guess it doesn't make a difference if it's going that direction. It's easy colors. It matches this stuff that you got, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That really.
Or we could just do a plain white.
This stuff looks like a disaster dealing with breaking and.
Or we could do pegboard and I hang up all my tools in the RV. So I'm thinking as long as we get some kind of wood like this, which that's metal, but some wood like that, and not this secondhand stuff that's treated. I don't want treated in there either.
Yeah.
This isn't treated, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I could build with this. This would be pretty stable the way I would build it. Might have to put some bigger pieces of wood in some key places, but that would keep the weight down. Oh, look at all the wood. Yeah, this is, Heidi loves this part of the store.
Like the handles and stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what color. So
I want forged hammer because it sounds cool.
I don't know what would look
Yeah,
good on there.
yeah, we'd have to. Well, you got the paint in your hand.
Yeah, I know.
What color would your cabinets be?
This.
If the cabinets are that color, then I don't know. You could either try to match it or go dark or something.
Could go with like a black.
There, what's this color? That's black. The one next to it's called black stainless.
This is just black.
Yeah. That would be my job there.
Yeah, that wouldn't be mine.
If I had my choice, our handles would be those or these, so I could see them. So, I don't know.
We don't know.
Heidi has some color ideas, but this is the first step. I mean, we had to at least go in there and look to get some ideas. I still want to change the countertop in the kitchen. I do know that. We have to change it to something, though, that matches the cabinets, so we got to wait until she decides on a color. As far as the flooring, we can't really do nothing there until we tear up the old carpet and see what the vinyl looks like underneath. It may be a nightmare. It might be okay. I don't have a problem with the floor that is exposed now. It looks good. There's no cracks. There's
It's in really good
no
shape.
wear really to speak of. Yeah, it's in good shape.
I
and
might
then-
could just put some carpet back down.
Then I got to figure out some kind of a seating arrangement in the front, maybe with a table or something. I don't know yet how to do that, but we'll see. Like I said, it's the first step. Yeah. Ugh.
Exciting.
Yeah. All right, so Heidi's out here looking at those colors. Wow. Is the wind strong? Crazy strong. Ooh. Heidi's already painted the whole camper, didn't you? Here, I brought out water so we can just leave it. Because we always need water. Oh, I forgot to look at those. See, we went to Lowe's today and I forgot to grab those bulbs for LEDs.
We don't want to get them at Lowe's.
I don't know. Just 2 of them. They're weird. Ooh, I just got the little heater going. Let's get the big heater going. So, I thought of something when I was in there. Yeah, we're fine. How about something really crazy? As far as really bright in here. Alright, so yellow walls and white cabinets.
That would be okay.
You think? That would be so bright in here. Of course, you can't tell from that, but yeah. Because I was thinking, white walls with yellow cabinets, and then I thought, well, that would look dumb. I think yellow cabinets would look dumb. I don't know why, but
What they do is they usually paint the upper cabinets one color, and then the lower cabinets a different color. Except we don't have a. We don't have a.
But no, that's a good idea. So maybe then we paint the lower cabinets a dark color and all the upper cabinets white and the walls all yellow. The entire inside of this, the whole thing with, this is what I'm thinking of. You can tell me what you think. The whole problem is that whatever color we do in here, like right now, me shooting video, there's a lot of daylight coming through and it's a lot of daylight. So I don't know how yellow thing, look at our room. Did you notice all the times?
Orange, though. It's
Okay.
more of an orange.
Well, I don't know how that would do as far as lighting when we're out shooting video, but I guess who cares, really, if you think about it. I can buy a new one of these. That's not a big deal. And we can paint it.
All you have to do is paint it.
Yeah, but it's broke.
Oh.
And these vents, I've got
Oh, they don't
foil
stay.
tape in there because they don't want to stay pointed in the direction that they should. I didn't hear if the furnace kicked on or not. Let me go check, see if the furnace is on, if the gas has been ignited. I don't remember turning the propane off, to tell you the truth. I think I left it on. Yeah, it's on. You guys can see that the snow, for the most part, just like I thought, is pretty much gone. Now, it did last 3 days because we had real cool nights. Yeah, it didn't kick on. That's all cold air. Darn it. Means I gotta go in and see what's going on with that. Every once in a while it does that. I think it has to do with that control board on that furnace, because the furnace is old. Yeah, it's not on. Alright. So we gotta turn it off and do it over again. Plus that control's pretty old there too. So there's a board that I screwed with last year in the furnace. I don't know. It's the whole thing is, that's the one thing I do like about these RVs, You know, as far as a repair, if you're out on the road, to say, oh my God, I got to spend $400 and buy myself a new hot water tank in the back. Other than the refrigerator,
Right.
the rooftop airs you can find for $500, $600. The hot water tank for $300, $400. The furnaces, $400, $500. Everything's like $400, $500. Go ahead and turn that back on again. This time we'll listen for the click. So why haven't you painted it all?
It's too cold.
I know. Here, let's
We're gonna
listen.
Replace this.
Hold on, we gotta listen for this.
We painted.
We're not gonna replace it. We can paint it. There, kicked on that time. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna replace this because it's real thick. It's like a parquet or something, and I'm sure these are hard to find. I might be wrong, but that is not. It is in perfect shape. So
It's not gonna be fun to paint.
we just got to hang it out somewhere. It's got to be hanging up on the clothesline, possibly, without much for wind or anything like that. And then I'll have to spray paint it. I might have to. God, maybe I shouldn't have sold my paint sprayer during our yard sale. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Downsizing tools before it's time. That's why I haven't got rid of a bunch of stuff, because I did sell a brand new paint sprayer that hooks to my air compressor that would have been perfect to paint that. We can use spray cans to paint that, but the problem with the spray cans is you'd have to use a lot of them. I mean, that's going to soak up and absorb a lot of paint.
Sure.
So one of those things you got to watch when you're downsizing.
I was Pinteresting this morning, and you can paint over these mirrors.
Yeah, I know, but do you want to paint over them? I mean, they do reflect light and stuff. I mean, we can. I think
You'll do the ones in the bedroom.
I think the best thing to do is in each one of those panels put a portrait of me,
Please.
and then a big full-length body portrait of me on the refrigerator door. If I eat much more, I wouldn't fit if it was life-size. And then I know you love this mirror. You've always talked about how you love this mirror.
No, that needs to go.
Oh, you don't like that mirror. And then there's the microwave that we got measurements on. I don't like this thing because it's got a flange on it.
Well, it probably holds it in there.
Hopefully it's not part of the microwave. Oh yeah, I'm sure it does hold it in there.
Awful small microwave.
I like the microwave.
It does its
Yeah,
job.
it does a good job. This thing's original. Magic Chef. It doesn't have a spinner or nothing like that. We had an old microwave we stole the plate out of to, you know, keep the food and crap up off the bottom. But it does a good job. We've never had a problem with it. But yeah, this has got to come out. I think that's definitely something we need to do. And we looked at the countertop. We'll have to measure. We might be able to get away
with the backsplash.
Oh yeah, we want
I
it.
mean, you could, but
No,
it's-
you're right. We can't.
All those are too high.
I mean, I could cut the backsplash off, but
But you just get one without.
they may not make them without that are this short. And the other thing is the RV sinks. We got to go hunt one of those down.
I'm just gonna get one sink.
Just one basin, and then where do you want to place it? In the middle, to the left, to the right.
I want a little bit of counter space, so probably.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking too. That gives us the same amount of counter space here.
Right.
And then that counter space, the problem with that is going to be covered up with that.
If we don't end up doing that, then we just need to get a nice board to cover this up. We'll just use that side.
I don't want a big sink though.
Well, the sink is way too big for the camper itself.
Yeah. What do you guys do with your big sinks?
They're gonna say they wash dishes.
Yeah, but I mean, why do you need double basins for that? So do you guys fill your sink up the left basin completely
all
with
your
soapy
dishes.
water, and then do all your dishes, and then
So
put them in the other basin and rinse them off there, or let them dry? I mean, dish drainers have that thing that goes underneath of them that allows the water to be diverted back into the sink. So I don't know why you need two basins. I haven't quite figured that out. And
We don't really use two at home.
and
in the house.
right, we only use one sink basin in the house. The other one just holds dirty dishes when we throw them in there, which, I mean, it shouldn't be that
Thing
way
is
anyways.
we don't.
Right.
It's different when we're out because as soon as we're done eating, we do the dishes.
Maybe we should wait though. Maybe we should wait and like have all the dirty dishes accumulate throughout the day and then
See
go.
what it's like.
Yeah. But still, we only need one sink for that. One sink, counter space, and a dish drainer. That should do it. I think that has to do with us having our pop-ups. You know, they only had one little basin. The first one had a hand pump. It didn't even have hot water. It just was a turn on and pump it by hand, unless you was hooked up to the city water. The second one had hot and cold and a pump and the whole thing. But yeah, I don't see it. Let me know. Put it in the comments down below what you guys do. If you have a double basin, or what do you need a big sink for? I mean, it is a utility sink. I can understand that, but I don't know why I would need two. So you're thinking a darker color on the wall? No, we can't do that dark color on the walls. You're talking about in the cabinets, the darker color cabinets. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm thinking. This is the dark color for.
Oh,
I know.
Wow, that's really dark.
Olive gray. I don't like it. I changed my mind. Where did the rest of them go?
Wonder what we're going to do here. Like all this. I guess it just gets painted.
Yeah,
All this little belt.
It's plastic, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we gotta leave it on there.
Be able to be painted. I'll worry about it whenever.
And then what about all these?
Yeah, I'm seeing them.
Oh, you're going to be masking your ass off.
The thing is that has to be painted, or it's gonna look dumb.
Yeah, you're going to be masking and masking and masking. That's all I know. Yeah, I can't put 3/4 trim over that.
Why does that have to stay there?
Because it's part of the trim. It's pinched between this and this.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you why.
I know where it's at. I know.
I took it out and I had to do this. You can see this is jacked up. I still think we should put something on this. Look at this corner even. It's all jacked
You
up.
jacked it all up.
Well,
Perfectly fine.
you're right. You're absolutely right. And so was the mice nest and mice droppings that were underneath the tub that I had to
Oh,
get
shit.
to. Yeah. Maybe I should have made the wall nice and pristine and left all the mice droppings in. So I did trim work back here. You can see not so good in the corners. And when Heidi painted the walls back here, it's amazing. This stuff just peels right off. It's some kind of plastic. I don't know about the doors. They're some sort of plastic too, but they're better than this. All she did was put tape on there and pull the tape off. And it pulled off all that, I ain't gonna say paint, finish. It pulled off all the finish.
Fake finish.
Yeah, it was all fake finish in here. So I would think to paint this, it wouldn't take very much. Just scuff it up a bit, clean it, and I don't even think you have to scuff it up. Just clean it and hit it with paint. We get a lot. I mean, I'm glad the RV's small and short. There's a lot in here. There's definitely a lot. Wow. And then the bathroom, I went pink with pink swans. Yeah, this is oh, it's kind of dark for you guys, sorry. Definitely, I want some more light in the bathroom, I think. Maybe I'll add another light in here. Run the wire over a little bit further. The other thing I've really been thinking about a lot is if I could, I'd love to make a cabinet for this wall that didn't interfere with any kind of toilet action. So it doesn't have to be a deep cabinet, just one about that, like that. That'd be nice. Or maybe just across this way. That's not enough. It's really tight in here. It's lacking, that's for sure. If I'm going to put a cabinet in, maybe I'll just pull this cabinet out and take this thing out, which we've been talking about doing forever, and then just build a cabinet that's here. Well, we can walk around a bit here. That's kind of nice. And the TV does have to be mounted up on the wall, so it kind of shoots that. Unless I put them up top here. I never thought about that. I put a cabinet up here. There's a lot of stuff that we can do. Heidi's getting it all done right now. Aren't you? Yeah.
I'm gonna pile of pink cabinets again.
So it's a new day since we last talked, and it's time for me to do some cleaning in the garage. And as far as the remodel, I had to order something, and that's for measuring the tongue weight. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, there's a video that Mike Wagner from Wandering Wagners. Hi Mike, hi Lynn. I hope you guys are doing pretty good. Well, that's right, Mike, you might be out doing your own thing. I forgot about that. Anyways, they had done a video, or Mike had done a video, Lynn did the camera work, I believe, of how to measure your tongue weight just with like a bathroom scale. Something really simple. And it's very effective. It does a good job. And on some cases, I would have to think that it's probably more accurate than buying some of these gauges that are being sold out there, including the one that I bought. I'll tell you why I bought that one and more about it whenever it comes in, and we'll do probably a separate video all the way around. But basically the reason that I had to buy that was my ground's not level out here where I would be setting up that whole contraption as far as the wood and the pivots and everything else. So it probably wouldn't be a very accurate measurement in my case. Now if I wanted to take the RV and haul it somewhere and put it on a nice flat area, or if we were in the summer and the driveway was really, hard and compact and dry, it might do a pretty good job. But I needed to get some sort of a gauge to measure the tongue weight, so whenever we're doing remodeling inside, I can get a good idea about how it's going to affect the trailer. And tongue weight's important. I mean, it's really important. But as far as the remodeling, Heidi and I are slowly hashing out concessions, as far as going even as far as her saying, well, don't do anything to the front. Let's just replace the carpet. Let's paint it and make it look nice. And we could just put a chair up front. I told her, I said, do you seriously want to sit in a little plain chair with, no footrest, no recliner or anything like that, and not have any storage to go along with it other than what we already have? I said, or would you rather me build some sort of a really nice bench in there that gives you a little bit more room, and you can potentially have more storage to go with it? And she said, well, maybe we'll want to do that. The other thing that I've been discussing with her is something that I don't think that I want to do, but I might end up doing it. And I've talked about it in the past, and for reasons of simplicity, I might have to buy that Strongberg Carlson generator mount. Again, if we go that direction, we'll talk about that in the future. If you guys haven't seen one of those, maybe I'll try to put a picture of one up here. The problem is that, I have a window up front and I have a road cover that needs to swing out and clear it. That's the first problem. The second problem is I have to take the hard cover off of the propane tanks and put a soft cover on. That's not so much of a big deal. It's just I like the hard cover that we have and the fact that it was painted to match, and it's done a good job. The third thing is it does add a lot of weight to the tongue, and this is a relatively light trailer overall. But again, if you're going to add a little bit too much weight anywhere, tongue weight's not too bad of a place. But I need to know what my tongue weight is and how it's going to affect it and what that is like compared to the rest of the RV. The other thing is when the RV, that generator's mounted on the RV, and even if I could get the road cover to clear, which I think I might be able to do if I make modifications to it, and then I got to look at a generator. But Heidi brought up a good point. See, this is why, guys, you got to have somebody that's a voice of reason or looks at things a little bit differently. She said, are we really going to haul that generator on that tongue of the RV everywhere we go? And I said, well, actually, no, not at this point. I said, but whenever we go on a big trip like we did to Tennessee or when we went to Florida, I said, of course it's going to be on there. She said, well, why does it make a difference right now? She's right. She's absolutely right. Why would it make a big difference? So I could put the rack on and secure it, do all the measurements that I need, and then I could just throw the generator up there when we're getting ready to go on a decent trip. So we'll have to see how all that works out. But in the meantime, I don't know if you can see here, look at this. You know, winter happened, and anytime I had any kind of project in the house, I just grab whatever I needed, go in the house, work, come back out in the cold and hurry up, throw it on the bench, and then go back into the house. But that's where we're standing on the whole remodel project, and hopefully this remodeling will go pretty well. And we'll take you along the journey, as always, so you can see what's going on and what we decide and how we make up our minds about things. But I know for sure I need to measure my tongue weight as it sits currently and then do some calculations to what I want to do with that generator on the tongue, see how that affects things overall, see what the percentage of the trailer weight versus the tongue weight comes out to be. And then at that point, we'll start working inside, and then I'll see if I want to or can add any additional to the tongue weight, or maybe it changes something. I just don't know. So you got to know your tongue weight, and I need to tie my tongue. So I'll talk to you guys later. As always, I hope to see you out there. Bye.